As
Tell him,
Buckley
Christine.
embraces Christine Bellino. Good morning. Dave Short and Paul Buckley make their way into studio here.
Morning,
Good morning.
Bill.
Good morning.
Look at these beautiful flowers.
That is very nice.
And the garbage vase that it came in.
It's a vase.
No,
Yeah.
it's a Green Bay Packers cup, and therefore.
Yeah. I feel bad for the old lady who picked those flowers out of her backyard there. That's really nice.
These
Paul.
are beautiful.
Very nice.
Those are
Hey,
beautiful.
get on microphone,
yeah, what
will
are you
you?
doing? Will you get
The
on?
hell are you doing?
It's the thought that counts with her. It's not the flower. It's the bearer of the flowers.
Thank you.
You know that she's. Here's the news. Christine is leaving us.
Well, that's
why the flowers.
hence the flowers.
I understand.
You get flowers when you're leaving.
I'm trying to. For the audience, the setup is here.
Who doesn't know she's not leaving?
Well, there are people that didn't catch it.
Well,
And
they're lost.
It's my job to
Our loss.
get that information out there as much as we don't want to. But the good news is that she's going to, while she is leaving next Friday, right? Mm-hmm. She is going to be doing the show from there
From Mississippi.
for about a month or so, maybe a little longer, lingering into the summertime until we find somebody, which you know is going to be very
it's
difficult.
impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Will you please stop sending me your resume? Please, Paul. Enough is
He is
enough.
the film czar.
I would not be able to do it. Fill her heels.
I'm not even going to go down that road. And all right, so what are we talking about here today? Dave Short, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Stick it in the can.
That's the slogan.
It's that time of the year again.
It is.
My favorite time of the year.
So now in the city of Utica, you're able to just put stuff out by the street at up until a certain point.
We extend a courtesy to the taxpayers of the city of Utica
Yeah.
twice a year to put out bulk green waste.
Okay.
Now, in the summertime, we ask you to sort of rescind that and put it in a can. You're allowed up to 5 cans, up to 50 pounds per can, to put your green waste in. And every week we'll come by and pick it up.
Okay. No charge and
No
any of that.
charge.
So, and Paul's big recommendation on that is on
What,
the
to
can.
stick it in the can?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like for the last 2 months we had a moratorium on it, and we're not mandated by law. The city's not mandated by law to pick up green waste like that.
Right,
we do this
right.
to relieve the pressure on the storm drains and stuff like that.
But
Right,
you
David?
make,
Right.
you make money off it too, don't you? Create mulch and stuff. Do you do that?
Yeah, solid waste.
Yeah.
They make some money off of that, and then they get their mulch, and then they sell it back to everybody.
Okay. Can the public come to you and say, "Hey, I need a truckload of mulch, and I can buy it from you"?
Not us, but they can call Oneida County Solid Waste.
It's a solid waste.
Yes.
All right. That's
It's called
cool.
black gold.
Black gold.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's good
it is.
stuff.
It
too.
is good stuff.
But your big tip, though, what I'm talking about, the tip that we're talking about, though, is that those cans get placed out on Sunday night or whenever. What's the
Garbage
night for
every
you guys?
garbage night.
Every garbage night, whatever your garbage night
Oh,
is.
so it's garbage night.
Yes.
And then it rains. And then the can fills up with water, and it breaks the backs of the guys that are trying to...
No. We've had this discussion before.
That's why I'm setting you up to
Okay,
say
well,
it.
like I say every year, we have plastic containers in my house, and what I do is I take a drill, I drill holes in the bottom,
In the
of my
bottom of
can.
it. I
So
did-
I have a hole in my can.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's portables. That's
Yeah,
right.
just got to go there. So I
you led
wanna-
me down the road,
I
Dave.
do want to tell you, I thought of it the other day. So I had 8 cans. There's no limit on how many we can put out. But I had 8 cans filled with stuff, and it was about to rain. It was going to rain hard. So I didn't want to empty. How do you do that? Now, you can't drill in the bottom. So what I did is I took a board. It was a square 12 by 12 piece of plywood, and I drilled using big screws. I drilled 4 screws up in there, sat it down on the ground, took the can, then lifted it up as hard as it was and bopped it down. And then it was hard to get the can off because there were screws. It was hard to get the can off the thing. But once I did that with each of those cans with you in mind because it was going to...
So you screwed your can.
Okay.
Buy
I
a
think
lid, Bill.
I'd
Buy
probably
a
just-
lid.
A lid would help.
What-
A
what-
lid
now-
would be great.
Now,
A
was
lid
it
would help,
was it a
yeah.
plastic or a galvanized can?
Well, it's plastic.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was quite easy. All right. What if somebody forgets and they just throw the stuff out on the side of the road or the street?
Well, then you'll be visited by the solid waste inspector.
Okay.
And you'll be asked to put it back in the can.
Put it back in the can.
so that it can be picked up.
Okay.
And usually by the second time, then you get a notice of violation.
All right.
And again, then they'll give you a set period of time to correct the violation. they've come out a third time, that's when you actually get a fine.
Got it. And could this has this helped? I mean, this campaign. I mean, you guys are kind of making light of the campaign. This stick it in the
having
can
fun
thing.
with it, just having some fun with
But
it.
is-
A
but
play on words.
Are you seeing an increase in people following the rules?
I think every year we see an increase. It
Yeah.
does help our overtaxed sewer
Sure.
system.
Yeah.
It's just getting people to follow the rules, and I know sometimes that's difficult when we go from telling people to put it out loose,
Right.
and then we got to tell them to put it
Yeah.
back in the can.
Yeah.
You know that there's a time frame there.
The landscapers do not do it at all. They don't oblige at all. They just dump it where they feel and run away.
Oh, they do.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And we go after them.
Okay. Well, they're
We do go
businesses.
after
Yeah.
them.
You're going to have to, Andrew.
So before this point, people could still put it to the curb. We just had a guy call up and say, "Will they pick up what I left last week?"
They're grandfathered in.
Yeah, they're grandfathered in. This is actually the last week. Last night was the last
okay.
night to put out bulk green waste, and we just finished West Utica.
Now, in the fall, the leaves, you just put them to the side of the road.
We'll be back in the fall.
Yeah, with a whole...
Minus Christine being
Yeah,
here.
right.
And we'll be having this conversation where you can put it out to the curb.
Put it to the curb. Okay. All
But
right.
she could come back for leaf it at the curb season if she'd like.
Okay.
I
sure.
might do that. It's
Yeah.
a big tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure is.
You'll miss it in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Though.
All right.
I
gentlemen.
will.
Anything else you want to add? Are we good?
Listen, just people, please stop calling me at the house, asking me if they can leaf it at the curb or stick it in the can. All right, please, I beg of you. I'm
All
getting
right.
all kinds of calls.
We're back to the
because
can.
I am like the king of green waste
Yeah.
or something for some reason. I don't
Well,
know.
you're the leaf czar, the waste czar.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
movie
waste czar.
you're-
Yeah, the waste czar is more
you're-
like it.
You're everything. All right, gentlemen, thanks so much.
Thank
Thank you, William.
Okay, got a break.
Christine, love you. Bye.
Martin Babnick coming up next. He is going to be, looks like, going to be on the ballot in November, and that is because he's formed a new party, a party of his own. It's called the Upstate Jobs Party. Martin Babnick in Little Falls coming up next on WIBX.